Hello everybody out there on YouTube. This is Lucas from Enterprise Repair and Automation Edmonton coming at you with another hack, I'd say, or repair tip. Today we're doing some tool making today, and what I'm going to teach you how to make today is what I call a micro scalpel, and that's this little deal right here. And it's really easy to make. They are very, very, very sharp. They are very, very, very thin, and they're very, very, very flexible. And they can be used to cut all kinds of really weird stuff, small precision stuff that you couldn't otherwise cut with a normal scalpel or Olfa knife or something like that. And I'll actually be showing you an application for this here in a minute. They're also really good for, it's a good survival thing to know. And I've even used them like to remove really big embedded slivers and stuff like that, where I've needed to cut into my skin and cut down just a little bit in order to get to something below in order to pull it out or whatever. Small cyst or in my case big splinters or whatever else it is you need to cut out. Obviously, if you're going to do that, I mean, you're doing that at your own risk. You really should be going to a doctor to do that kind of stuff, but I mean, I'm always mangling my hands and whatever it is anyways and getting big splinters, and I don't always cry and run to the doctor every time I got a splinter or whatever I need to remove. So for me, that works. If you're going to be slicing yourself up, you're doing so at your own risk. So there it comes at the first warning, but it also comes at the warning of how to make this. Given that these are so sharp and they're so thin, you can cut yourself with one of these and not even know it. Like you see there, it's so thin, the camera isn't even hardly picking it up. So, I mean, when they go into your skin, they slice really, really, really well, and they slice painlessly. You can get yourself a really good gash with one of these things and not realize you have it. So how it's made is really simple. You just take an old disposable razor and you pop off the plastic cap and you pull the two steel razor blades out of it, and then you wrap those steel razor blades in just a little bit of electrical tape that kind of overlaps the cutting edge so you can get a good grip on it and then cut with it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's actually cutting through that paper. I don't know if it did cut. I didn't really get a good grip. I'm trying to hold the camera here. Oh yeah, I did. See, you can see the line that it left. Cut through the first layer of it anyways. Oh yeah, see, it buckled it. It did cut it in a few spots. So they're really, really sharp. A few applications of repair that I've used these in, and this is actually pretty weird. And I'll go to the wall of failure here to show you where I've used it. And that is in these. In glass camera lenses for digital cameras. I've actually repaired security cameras in digital cameras and other digital cameras that have gotten water damage, and that glass lens is epoxied into the camera body, and there's no way that you can get a regular Olfa blade or any other blade in between the seat and the glass lens to cut the glue to remove the lens if it's completely waterlogged. And I've actually used one of these to slip in between and just very carefully cut the epoxy out from around that glass lens so that I can remove it, remove the water, and then re-epoxy the lens back in. It sounds like a pretty delicate procedure, but when you're dealing with $500-600 security camera, I mean, why not, right? If you can fix it with a broken old razor, I mean, why not? So that's about it. You can use these for all kinds of different things. I mean, in survival, I guess if you really need a knife or something like that, I guess this would work. But it's a good thing to have around. So I'm going to give you some warnings about how to make it. Now, whatever you do when you're trying to pull those two razor blades out of there, don't use your hands. Don't use your hands and try to hold it and then bust it open with a pair of pliers or whatever. Don't do that. Don't put your hands anywhere near these two razor blades when you're pulling them out of the razor. What I like to do is I like to hold it with one pair of pliers and then snip it open with the other pair of pliers. Sometimes they come really easy. Sometimes they're really hard. It all depends on how well that little plastic bond up here is attached. Sometimes they're really tough to get out, and sometimes they're really easy, but I'm telling you right now, don't use your hands. Use a pair of pliers to hold them and another pair of pliers to cut into them like I do here with my side cutters. So yeah, that's about it. But yeah, do not use your hands, because like I said, when they cut bad, and they cut so well that you won't even know you cut yourself when you do cut yourself with them, and it'll be deep. It always is deep when I've cut myself with these accidentally. So yeah, if you like this video, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe, and check out my other videos. I've got a lot of other hacks and stuff out there, and I will see you in another video.